going live on YouTube.
Oh, live on YouTube.
Alrighty. Let's make sure we're... Alright, we are live on Twitch as well. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 20. That is crazy. Episode 20 of Talkin Tech with
crazy.
Jake and Tim. It is. It's crazy. So I guess we'll roll the intro. Okay, well that did not
Why is that
work.
audio so scuffed, dude?
I don't know. The entire thing was something I don't understand.
The lagging
was
is
weird.
back
Okay.
also for the record, the audio.
Still all better.
Yeah,
I think it's all
say
better.
something. Yeah, now it's good.
Yeah, okay. You'll have to keep telling me. I don't know why that's happening. All the tech issues today. All right. So yeah, welcome to episode 20 of Talkin Tech with Jake and Tim. Hopefully next time the intro will roll a bit better. So I guess we'll jump off with the first article, once I can find it. Oh yeah, here it is. Alright, so apparently Apple knew that they were selling defective MacBook displays, a judge concludes.
Oh, Apple.
So...
I was laughing about this before the episode started. This is surrounding the 2016 MacBook Pro, which is also the same MacBook Pro with the infamous butterfly switch keyboard. So, yeah this is gonna be good.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll keep reading down. So it says, when Apple introduced its controversial MacBook Pro redesign in 2016, the company probably didn't know it was setting itself up to get sued. But not only is a class action lawsuit now underway for their infamous butterfly keyboards, it's looking likely there will be a second one for their notoriously fragile display cables too. Judge Edward Davila has decided to let the FlexGate lawsuit go forward, ruling that Apple should have known that they would fail and yet kept selling them anyhow. That's worded really weirdly. Then this is in quotes. The court finds that the allegations of pre-release testing in combination with the allegations of substantial customer complaints are sufficient to show that Apple had exclusive knowledge to the alleged defect. This is what the judge wrote. You can read the full order at the bottom of this post.
I believe this is where I come in. United States District Court, Northern District of California, San Jose Division. The plaintiff, which it's a class action, so it's filed by, I'm not even going to try that name, versus Apple Inc., who are the defendant. Okay, so
apparently there was a 15,000 user petition that was signed to call this out into the press or something, or to get this.
So it
was first addressed in 2018.
I'm gonna do something not unprecedented for me, but strange. I think the judgment should be very light against Apple if there should even be a class action at all. Because here's my theory. Apple is not known for the right to repair. That's not something they're very good at. That said, display cables are fragile.
Those are like one
usually
of the
ribbon
most
cables. They're
fragile
very,
cables in a
very,
product. Yeah, they are.
and
Yeah.
presumably this third-party shop or whoever is going to be fixing your MacBook would know that these cables are very fragile and are prone to breaking. I don't know, judging by how this is filed and given the judgments, it generally takes a lot to convince a court that there is sufficient evidence for a class action. So I assume that these cables really are significantly more fragile than other, more standard ribbon cables. That said, I don't. They would have to be like crazy fragile for this to make sense. What I could see happening,
you like flick the screen, or you
is there's a significant number of people who are having issues with this. Apple has been getting hit by a lot of class actions recently, and they said, "Hey, why don't we just cash in here?" And they figure they can get something out of this. That's my thought.
Yeah.
I mean, this is gonna sound like I'm on Apple's side when it comes to right to repair, but laptops are a lot harder to fix than other products, even by Apple.
Yeah, I think
they
in
tend
my
to
opinion,
be
on all laptops don't really need to be upgradable, maybe other than the storage, but like they're just trying to make everything so compact and efficient that like I understand why a lot of companies, including Apple, make it difficult to do that. On desktops, I find that very annoying that they do that. They should definitely make it easier to upgrade.
Yeah, especially where a large portion of Apple's market share is in people who don't want to upgrade. They'll pay a premium for something that is small and quiet and thin and just works. And that's what Apple can provide, and that's great. And they're not looking to upgrade if they need more storage, they'll plug in an external hard drive. Like they don't want to go through the issue of upgrading it. So I can actually get behind Apple's stance of not making these upgradable. The only thing I will say is it's going to cost you 2 cents. That probably not even 2 cents. It's probably going to cost you fractions of cents to socket instead of solder and stuff like RAM. For the people who do want it, that's invaluable. True. So maybe you should just socket it. I don't know. I could see it either way. But one thing I will say is Apple, they have a reputation now. It's well known they don't like to make things upgradable. If you're buying an Apple product, it's safe to assume that if you're going to add in stuff down the line, it's going to be very difficult if you can do it at all. So be prepared for that.
Agreed. I think are we good on that one?
Yep, I think so.
Next one I thought was very interesting. Apparently, Myanmar's government has shut down the internet indefinitely in response to protests.
So if you don't know, Myanmar has a military, effectively a dictatorship at this point. And it seems evident this is in an effort to suppress public speech, and it's a bad situation all around. I don't know what this is going to look like, but I don't think it's going to be pretty. It's not good. The shutdown applies to wireless broadband services, while a separate order banning mobile internet at night remains in effect. The orders were given to state telecoms, though no official reason has been given. So you can use cellular data in the morning.
During the day,
yeah.
So weird. So it says free expression, Myanmar. Important. Fixed wireless will not be turned on in morning. Confirmed. No Anada net or
Those are
etc.
the
With
telecom
mobile
companies.
data, yeah, the with mobile data already off, only fixed line will remain. Is that like telephone line? Order is
I
temporary
assume so.
but open ended. Everyone should be making whatever plans are possible.
Unless they mean like government and like server installations that just have straight Ethernet jacks like running right into them and then out the window,
Yeah.
out the building rather. That would be my
So
guess.
did they
So
just like tell all these
they have a
companies that
graph.
like if they didn't shut it down, they would like
I
I don't
don't
know.
know. It's
Like, how does that even
this is
work?
bad. It's a really
Like,
bad
could the U.S.
situation.
government just like one day be
No,
like, "Oh, okay, yeah,
no.
no one gets internet," and just like
So
unplug something and like no one gets internet? Like,
in
what?
in in a no. The short answer is no. The long answer is a lot would have to change, and this country's government would have to do a lot of things wrong, and even then, I'm not sure it would work because this sort of thing it only happens from essentially totalitarian control, and usually that only comes about in areas that are already relatively unstable. So it's unlike one of the sort of I mean it's one of the principles that the U.S. was founded on is free market. Um, sort of, I mean, it's a foundation of capitalism is that you should be able to monetize almost anything, and the internet is one of those things. So um, it is it would not happen in the U.S. Basically to any extent. The closest we're getting is like hate speech censorship, I guess, but obviously that's a far ways off. Um,
Yeah,
the short answer is no. If depending on where you're living, most areas are not in a threat of this. But if you're in an area where this happens, that's a bad sign. Um, yeah, that's not good. They haven't given a reason. Literally the only thing I can think of is if it was some sort of power shortage, and they say, in order to save power, we're going to be redirecting this to
but it says it
hospitals
was
or necessary infrastructure or something like that. But
it
even
says it was
then,
in response to protests to like stop free speech or
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah, I'm not saying that's why this is happening here. I'm saying that's the only conceivable reason I can think of anywhere. But even then, I mean, I'm sure there's a way you could do it where you could keep some sort of communication open, using the internet.
So like, what if like you had a VPN? Would like you be able to then use the
Generally, if
internet?
a country is doing this, they don't like VPNs. They're not. I
No, but
mean,
like, would your internet still work if you were to use like a VPN or?
I don't think so. Because I'm not good with VPNs. I don't exactly know how they work. But to my understanding, the idea is it reroutes your connection through another server point. But in
Yeah,
order
through
to
another
do that,
IP
you have to
address, I
be
believe.
you have to be uplinked somewhere nearby, and it's just the encryption that's keeping them from figuring that out. But if you
Ah,
can't establish that connection, if you don't have wireless, then
yeah, then you wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't be able
you're
to.
stuck anyway,
Or wired.
or wired. Yeah, I don't
Um,
know. It's yeah, this is bad. This is bad.
I'd be like,
You'd be
yeah, I'd be
dying.
pretty mad if that
You would
happened.
be
I'd
very,
be,
yeah. Like I said, it's pretty safe. Myanmar is in a pretty politically unstable position right now.
yeah.
It's pretty safe to say this probably won't happen to you unless you're in a country where it is highly politically unstable. Um,
If it does,
yeah.
I'm blaming you, Tim.
All right, go ahead. If the U.S. government says tomorrow nobody's allowed to have internet, everybody can blame me.
All right. Why don't we clip that on Twitch?
Yeah, go ahead. So let it be known that is only
Click
for the
that.
date of April the 4th, 2021. This happens on April the 5th. Not my fault. But if it
Even
happens
though
on April the
it's
4th, I'll
even
take
though it's
credit for
April
that.
2nd.
Even though it's April 2nd. Let this be known, if this happens on April 3rd, 2021, blame that on me. If it's any other date, including April 5th or April 4th, not me. That's not me.
Not you. Okay.
Not me.
Alrighty. Let's see. Apparently, Google's next Pixels will reportedly switch to a custom in-house GS101 processor. Why GS? Wouldn't it be
Google
GE?
system on a chip. Google.
It should be like GP1 or GP101 would be fine too.
GP1 would be a cool name for an SoC.
Yeah.
What does Apple call theirs?
A.
A1.
Yeah. It started with the A4. Actually, well, A1 may have been iPad.
Oh, right, because I'm totally blanking. I was thinking about the M1 Max, but you're right. We're on the A14 or A15, yeah. They call that the M1, which makes a lot of sense.
And
all right.
the AirPods have the
GP1 sounds cool. I'm a fan of that.
The W ones, and then
I don't care about
the
I don't
Apple
care
Watch.
about Apples.
The Apple Watch has the which one is it?
AW1, S1.
S1.
That's
S1
stupid.
For some reason, and not W1.
Yeah, it
but
should
whatever.
be W1.
It should be.
All right. I'm surprised Google hasn't done. We were talking about this. I'm surprised Google hasn't done this sooner, and I would venture this is.
Yo, gaming on Chromebooks, future coming soon.
Please, no. As much as I clown on gaming on Macs, it is infinitely better than gaming on Chrome. You can't install Steam, dude. How are you supposed to game? Oh,
Google Cloud Stadia over the web app.
Chromebooks make a lot of sense for a lot of people. I will never be one of those people.
League of Legends on a Chromebook.
If you're just talking hardware-wise, yeah. Because you can run League on a potato, but if you're asking if you could like actually play it, like software, if you could download it, I don't know. Probably. I mean, didn't somebody put it on like a Game Boy Color or something? Like, I feel like you can put
maybe
League on anything.
I installed Fortnite on a Chromebook once. I got it to open, but I couldn't.
You did? How?
I didn't have internet. I figured out a way to like sideload it on, but I didn't have internet. So
it sounds like Jake was doing something he should not have been, and would not like to discuss the details of this. So we will move on.
No, I know. I would. You can sideload stuff onto Chromebooks pretty easily, but
it couldn't run. It was too intensive.
Because it was like the Android. It was like the Android version or whatever.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it was like mobile, but it would like still work. So
yeah,
it was cool.
Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done this sooner. So one thing hold on. Where do you think Google is going to go with their phones? Because their most recent launches haven't been flagship competitors. They've sort of been like mid-range.
I don't understand, because they would be able to make a flagship competitor so easily.
Maybe that was the whole plan, is they were waiting to get their production lines up and running, and they said, because wasn't the whole reason that they didn't target a flagship competitor was because they didn't want to have to pay out for the newest Qualcomm chip.
Or their performance wasn't good enough.
And their performance wasn't. Yeah, so maybe that was the thing. Is they're like, all right, we need to continue this line so that we have brand recognition when we introduce our newest one.
A lot of their hardware was like really old, like
but we don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to pay a premium.
Old. The screen was old.
But we don't want to pay a premium for. We don't want to pay a premium for this year when we probably won't be making relatively high profit margins. It would, just sort of be a bad move. All we're trying to do is keep the brand going. So we're gonna, sort of.
I think it could be a big refresh this year.
Yeah, maybe this is the year of iPhones. iPhones. My head is still on
Yeah,
iPhone. I want the new.
it will be. It will be. We got in-display Touch
Dude,
ID.
I
We got
am telling you,
120 hertz. We got matte black.
If
Everything.
it would Apple, so Apple's got to have over 60 hertz. I'm not going to go far as to say fingerprint is a deal breaker, but I desperately want something other than Face ID and code, whatever that form may be. It could be an iris. I would be fine with an iris. It's just the masks now have gotten to be a pain.
Well, I mean, if you get an Apple Watch, you can use Iris.
I'm not going to buy an Apple Watch just for convenience. For my iPhone, I want my iPhone to be its own thing and work fine as an iPhone. That's what it's something that brands do all the time, and it makes a lot of sense from a marketing perspective. No. This is a larger issue. It's something brands do a lot, and from a marketing sense, it makes sense. But it's you lack key features unless you're entirely in their product stack. Apple's guilty of it.
Oh, yeah.
I think every
the
Philips Hue
ecosystem.
Now that Apple has released their own smart home speakers, like it's I see it especially in the smart home stuff. But it's like you need to buy all this junk to make it worth worth your while, and then you're $6,000.
Well, yeah. Like when you buy,
it doesn't deliver right. Like
it's smart home stuff. You have to like buy the bridge and the hub and then
it's like
product, and then you have to buy like an Alexa or whatever. Yeah, it's like
I see it all the time. It's like Apple is like, oh, the smart speaker is only $100. Okay, but in all your demos, you have 2 in every room, and part of the thing is you can sort of interact with other rooms in your house. So now you have got one in every one of your house, and now you got to have a car with Apple CarPlay to make it worth it. And also, all of you have to be running iPhones.
But wait, there's more. And they're all $100 each.
It's $100 each.
So
and in order to get the stereo thing, you got to have at least 2 in a room. So like it's like
you got to get
$1,000. Like it's absurd. So I don't know. I'm not into the whole smart home stuff.
I am.
But like, cool. Apple's got back to the original point why I brought this up is Apple needs to make. I gotta get rid of the notch. It's got to be at least a pinhole, or else. Apple's got some pretty good looking phones right now.
So apparently the iPhone that's one of the articles coming up, but the iPhone 13 has.
All right, well that's a good transition. Let's move on to it.
Actually, is it? I think it is. Although I don't know if I put it in the list.
How could you not put something about an iPhone in the list?
Because I didn't think it was on The Verge. I didn't see.
It's not the iPhone Russia startup?
No. Here, let me see if I can find one.
Tesla.
iPhone 13 final design.
New battery update.
Here we go. Here, let's do...
Oh, did they finalize the design?
Supposedly. You can probably look it up and see. There's, like, we don't know what it is, but, okay, I don't think there's anything...
the first one that showed up has a notch in it. Are you kidding me?
So apparently, we don't know what the finalized
Here, I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna look at this one from Apple Insider.
Hold on, but first, the tech Apple leaker Kang, I believe, published something. I don't know if it was on Twitter or some social media platform that said Apple has finalized the iPhone 13 design. We don't know what it is, but the iPhone 13 will not. I do not believe it will have the hole punch. The notch will be shrinking this way, so it'll be like shorter, and they are moving the earpiece to above the cameras, so it does look a bit better.
So this one I'm reading says the notch is expected to be reduced or eliminated. Apple's been investigating methods to hide certain elements of the TrueDepth system behind the display. Some Android manufacturers have managed to hide selfie cameras behind the display, but TrueDepth is much more complex. I don't think Apple's going to be able to put it under the screen this
Oh, no. No.
Dude, I don't take... I would hate to pull the trigger on like an Oppo phone this year and have them get rid of it next year. But like...
On an Oppo phone?
That's... Right now I'm looking at the Oppo... What was the new one they came out with? It's not the 9 Pro, but it's...
Oh, you mean OnePlus?
OnePlus, thank you.
Okay, well, no, you can't get that phone. You don't even know the name of the company. No.
It's
You
I
can't.
watched the review of it. It looks like a great phone. It looks perfect for me.
Oh no, it does look like a great phone. Although the cameras
So,
aren't the best.
dude, I'm not a photographer. I won't know the difference. I'm not worried about that.
And then you can't FaceTime or iMessage. No one's gonna
This
invite you
is
to
why
group. No one's going to invite you to group conversations.
Apple,
No one's gonna invite you to
I
group
hate
conversations.
Apple. I hate you. I hate you so much.
Tim's gonna have
I'll
to
just
carry. Tim, you're gonna have to carry around your iPhone 10 and your
I'll
OnePlus
force you
phone
all
in
to
your
use.
pocket.
I'll force you all to use like Microsoft Teams or something. My
No, no,
Teams
don't do
Mobile,
that. No,
Skype. I'll
you
force us all to
can't
Skype.
convince everyone to get
I
Discord.
saw it was a comedy sketch by a group named College Humor. They're on YouTube. They're awesome. But it was like this guy pretends to do the character of CEOs of companies. So he did one for Tide when the whole Tide Pods thing came out. He did another one for Tide when the former president said to inject disinfectant in your skin. And he did one for Skype now, and he's like, we were there the whole time. We had people don't say, hey, can you look something up for me? They say, hey, can you Google it? And he's like, you were Skyping people, and then like our time came when everybody needed a video conferencing app, and you all use Zoom. And he's like, I refuse to believe you didn't do it just to mess with me. Like it's so funny.
Yep.
I'll force us all to Skype. I'll give that poor man some market share back.
All right. Well, I guess we'll continue with Apple because we were talking about them. If you do not see on my Instagram story, you should be following me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at the Tech Prof. JB.
I'm gonna go and follow
in the
you.
description. Okay. But Apple WWDC 2021 has been announced. It's obviously going to be an online-only event. It will take place from June 7th to June 11th. The actual event will be, I believe, on June 7th. That's when the keynote usually is, on the first day of the event. So that is cool. And the picture it has is... if you watched the M1 event, there's like a thing where Craig Federighi's like bends down and like slowly like opens up the lid to like a computer and like the lights on his face. It's pretty funny. You go check it out. So they kind of have that with the laptop on a Memoji with glasses. And you can see like the reflection of the Mac in the glasses. So people are speculating that we will be seeing something about the new Apple glass AR glasses, I believe. Yeah, the AR glasses or AR
right.
VR headset. If I had to guess,
something just came out about somebody landing a $22 billion military contract for.
oh yeah, that's one of the links. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. That's one of the.
It was Google.
Nope, it was Microsoft.
Same thing.
No, Google and Microsoft don't like each other.
But
Anyway.
they do not
See,
even
but
the
like
same thing.
Bing.
Bing
And
lands a
then
$22
Google.
billion. No, it was Yahoo.
Nope.
Yahoo glasses.
Yahoo Mail.
Dude, I would buy
Yahoo
Yahoo
News.
glasses.
Anyway, my guess is they didn't even mean to do that, and like they accidentally are messing with people. Like they definitely did not mean that to be the AR glasses, and everyone probably like just thinks that it like is.
Maybe.
Like it
yeah.
definitely has nothing to do with it. But they usually hide stuff in the images that they do release, so it could be. You never know.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh, that'd be
I
so
know.
great. I would get those probably. If they were prescription, I would definitely get them.
If they were prescription, I might get them.
Oh yeah, you shouldn't buy glasses yet. You should wait till after.
I'm not gonna wait to buy Apple AR glasses,
Yeah.
especially not first gen ones.
I think I would maybe buy them.
It depends how much they are. Knowing Apple, they'll be like as much as a new house, so probably not.
If they were like including lenses, actually, they're probably not going to do lenses.
They probably won't include lenses.
Without
no.
lenses, if they were like,
I would.
I know this is a bit expensive. I'd probably pay like for Apple. I'd probably pay $400 to $500 at most.
That's what I was gonna say. I would say
Maybe
$400 to
six.
$500.
Maybe
because
six
because
with tech.
commercialized AR glasses are pretty rare, and from a company as reputable as Apple, in general, for their their product's durability and just general ease of use, I'd say 400 to 500. Now, I wouldn't buy them because I'm not in the market for AR glasses. But if I were in the market for AR glasses from Apple, I'd say $400 to $500 is the most I could cough up for something like that.
I could see myself maybe buying them. Seem pretty cool.
So you just be blind. Yeah, I was gonna say they'd have to be able to put lenses in for you.
That's worth it, right?
Be blind but have AR, worth it.
Yeah. Although, wait, hold on. So I have a
I
question.
can get away without glasses. So
I just thought about something. I wonder if they did AR glasses, there would be a way where on the screen they could like do prescriptions like through the screen, if that makes sense.
Oh, so like say you're nearsighted, they could essentially project that image close enough to you where it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, maybe. Or something like that. Because that would actually be pretty cool. And that would save people so much money on lenses.
I don't know if they could do that because the way glasses work is they change the way light refracts. So assuming they're clear enough that you can see through them, I don't know that you'd be able to. I don't know. I'm not in Apple's R&D department, man. I don't know. That's not a question for me.
Is that a new business idea? We could take this trademark it.
But at that point, what's the difference?
Patent? What do you mean? You could save so much money on lenses. Cost like a ton of money.
They cost a ton of money, but you're also paying for AR glasses. Those are going to cost a ton of money too.
Fair.
So if your argument is, oh well, you could get clear AR glasses for $500, you get AR glasses with prescription for $1,000, and you're saying we could cut that down to just the $500 because the AR can also be corrective like a lens would, then I could see it maybe. But the amount of money that would have to go into the development of that stuff, you'd probably be in the hole anyway.
Maybe. I don't know. Interesting. Anyway, hopefully we'll either be on during the event, live streaming.
Do they have a time? June 7th. What day is that?
Yeah, so my guess is it'll be at 1 p.m. It's probably a Tuesday at 1. They haven't announced the time.
Chances are I won't be able to be on for that. I had to guess.
Yeah. If it's a Wednesday at 1, probably.
If it's a Wednesday at 1.
Did you look up the date or no?
Probably. What did I say it was? June 7th? June 7th is a Monday.
Sorry. Obviously it's a Monday because that's that entire week. All right, so maybe in the afternoon, if anyone's watching, stay tuned. Hopefully around 3-ish, we could maybe do a live stream. Yeah, to talk about.
It's or maybe Monday. Probably 3:30.
Either that, or I'll just make a quick video about that.
Do a little something.
Yeah.
Throw a little something together.
This is what Apple. I did that last year, except I didn't do like me in it. I could do one with me in it this year, but I just took like the entire video presentation and cut it down to like 6 minutes, including the most important parts. I thought I did a pretty good job. You guys can go.
Oh right, I forgot about that. You just edited it together, right?
Yeah, you guys can go check that out. It took me a while to do, but I may do one with me in it where I actually talk about stuff. So we'll see. I'm excited. iOS 15, Mac OS 12. I'm not even on Mac. I mean, I'm kind of using Big Sur sometimes. Personally, not a huge fan.
You're not a big fan of Big Sur?
Not a big fan of Big Sur.
Ah, very funny. That was a great joke.
Got
him. What's the new one? Didn't they just release a new one? That's not Big Sur?
Big Sur is the new one. I'm still kind of using Catalina mostly.
Because, well, let's dive into this. What do you hate about Big Sur? Why do you hate Apple? That should have been the title of this video. Clickbait.
Jake is switching to Windows.
I hate Apple, and it's you with Windows open, and then you're like, I don't actually hate Apple. I just, there are some things that I don't like.
Clickbait.
Clickbait.
So here, wait. Let me make sure my audio. Okay, that's so weird. It keeps unsyncing my audio. Anyway,
that's tough.
The icons look terrible.
That's what you hate.
The icons are terrible.
Using Catalina because the icons look bad.
This
was Jake Brown.
There aren't that many changes. I think that like most of the icons throughout it don't look that great. I think I kind of like the new menu bar at the top, but the translucent, I don't know. It looks kind of weird. I don't know. It's
So
growing on me more. I don't know. There's just something about it. I don't like the icons and stuff.
Jake doesn't like the icons. You heard it here first, folks.
They look so bad. The old ones were like so great. The Catalina ones were like perfect, and then they just had to change it.
Well, it's Apple.
What do we think? What do we think the next name of macOS is going to be?
Don't they name them after deserts?
No, they switch it up. It's like usually mountains or of some sort. macOS Redwood for the redwood trees.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think of the Cascades, maybe? Those are in Washington, but...
It's always in California. Because they had Yosemite, El Capitan, Sierra, High Sierra,
okay.
which is...
Well, aren't the Sierra Nevada... Those aren't the Sierras in Nevada?
I don't know.
Let's look this up. Where
Family had-
are the Sierra Mountains? Don't worry about it. Oh, no, they're in California.
California.
Oh, no,
Then we
well, they're
had-
called the Sierra Nevadas, so they sort of bridge the gap.
Alright, so there's somewhat... It's okay. California.
From this map, it looks like they're mostly in California, so...
Yeah, okay, so then we have
they're pretty. I forgot
Mojave.
how pretty they are.
We have Mojave.
Mojave, okay.
And then Catalina.
Hold on, let's
And then-
speculate this.
Big Sur.
Mountain ranges in California. Look this up. All right. We got the coast ranges. That's kind of dumb.
No, they wouldn't do that.
Transverse range. Oh, the Cascades. They do reach all the way down. I'm going to go with Cascade.
Alright.
Could
You
be
heard
Santa
it here.
Monica Mountains.
macOS Cascade. Apple, if you're
It could
listening,
be.
do that at the Redwood. That way we can get it right. And then they did Big Sur, which is like, I think that's also, is that a mountain? I
Big
don't
Sur.
know.
Isn't Big Sur Sierra?
I don't think so. You can look it up. I don't know if you saw the, did you see that video?
Oh,
of
it's a
these-
specific mountain in southern Mexico.
It's in Mexico?
Sierra Madre del Sur.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's a mountain range.
I thought it was in California.
Not this
Maybe
one.
where they took the photo is. Anyway, no,
Maybe
it's gotta
well,
be
they
in
say it's
California.
southern
It's
Mexico.
in I think it's in California because
Maps.
I was just
All
about to
let's
say
just look up. Hold on. Well, that's
there were
then
these
let's look up.
guys on YouTube. I forget the guy's name, and they
They
went.
traveled to all the mountains or something.
So they went, yeah. So they went to Yosemite, and a couple, and El Capitan, and maybe a couple others, and they actually like took the photos of the Apple wallpapers, like how Apple had done it. They kind of like recreated it themselves. So they did those, and that video like blew up. So then they did Catalina, and then over quarantine they did Big Sur. They went
Okay,
up and took a
so
helicopter.
for the record, I
was
found
really
it.
Cool,
Um,
but I don't think they left the country.
I found it. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're right. So Big Sur is a region of the Santa Lucia mountain range. So it's like a specific section of it, where.
Oh, and I
coastal
flew to
redwoods
it on
are found.
Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it was in California.
Did you crash your plane?
I don't want to talk about it.
What kind of plane was it? How many people did you kill?
I don't know.
Moving on.
Moving on. I'm
That's
great
what I'm
at
gonna
Flight
get.
Simulator.
I'm sure you're excellent. I'm sure.
All right.
like
Next.
in Nick, when you like 2 engines are out, you're falling through the sky, and you're like, I'm great at flight sim.
Drop a comment down below if you want me to start streaming at Microsoft Flight Simulator.
that would be so funny. Really good.
All right. Next one. Xiaomi's new logo. It's so drastic. Like they changed it so much. It's like
They squared the
confusing.
edges.
I didn't even think it was the same company.
It looks like a new one. I mean, I almost went to see like if I should invest in this new company because I was like, I didn't even think they're the same.
Yeah. It's so crazy.
Crazy.
We're not showing the image, but it's the old Xiaomi logo was like a circle-ish.
It's almost the same.
With
I
the
call it a rectangle
M-
with heavily rounded corners.
with the MI, and then the new one is the same logo in the middle. It's just a square.
It's a square. So
it's
drastic difference.
Literally the same thing.
Do you think they could avoid copyright infringement? Like, say somebody else did the exact same thing, but with like the square edges. Do you think they could get away with it? Oh wait, hold on. They announced their new foldable Mi Mix Fold.
Hold on, that's what I was just about to bring up. I was just about to bring that up. Also,
I thought you were trying to move on.
Off of Xiaomi, Xiaomi has announced the Mi Mix Fold, its first folding phone. So the Mi Mix series has returned. So it looks like the Galaxy Fold, like it's in that style of phone.
I hate this camera bump.
The camera bump dislikes you too.
So for the record, it has two very specific groups of cameras. It has like a top one that's like has an outline of silver, and then it has a bottom two shooters. It looks like that are outlined in black, and it looks weird.
So it says
it looks
has
really weird.
An optical zoom of 3 times and a hybrid zoom of 30 times. The rest of the camera system is comprised of an HMX 108 Samsung 108 megapixel main sensor and a 13 megapixel ultra wide. So the top one looks like a zoom 3 times or a 30 times hybrid zoom. I don't really know what that means. But
camera zooms are getting insane now. I don't pay attention to them.
Yeah, I don't use it that much, to be honest.
It's using the Snapdragon 888 with 12 or 16 gigs of RAM. 256 or 512 gig storage, so 5,000
5,000. Yeah, that's great. 67
watt fast charging system.
It'll get you fully charged in 30. It'll get you fully charged in 37 minutes. Yep. The only thing I can think of is did you watch Arrested Development?
Yeah.
So you know when it's like Tony Wonder and Job when they're like same, and they keep saying it over and over again. About like the stupidest things. So the Mi Mix Fold, it's going on sale. Apparently they had launched an old prototype called the Mi Mix Alpha, but that was an alpha test, I guess, so that didn't make it out.
Didn't count.
So the prices start. So you can pre-order it as of the other day, which was March 30th, 2021. So 3 days ago.
How much does this cost?
And it ships on April 16th. The price starts at 9,999 yen.
Yuan.
Around.
Is it yen or yuan? Because that's two very different things.
Yuan.
How does it? YUAN?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yuan.
And which is about $1,521 US for a model with 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage, going all the way up to 12,999 yuan, around $1,978.
Real quick,
16 gigabyte 512 ceramic special edition. There's no word yet on release outside of China, so apparently we can't get this.
Jake, go to the Xiaomi website. I didn't know they made a wearable, but they straight up ripped off the Apple Watch. Even the screensaver they have on it is like just straight. Go look at the Mi Watch Lite. It is just straight up the Apple.
Xiaomi. Did I spell this right? Yeah.
XIOMI, I think it is.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at it, dude. It is straight up just the Apple Watch. And even it's like square corners. Literally, the thing that gets me is that standard screensaver is the exact same. Like they could have gotten
like the rings and stuff.
Yeah, it's like the concentric rings.
I'm surprised they didn't just I'm surprised they didn't just add a fourth ring to make it like so it's not that.
It would have been funny.
Not like the Apple Watch.
That's so fun. All right, hold on. Yeah. I want to see how much this is going to cost me. Because if it's less than the Apple Watch, then maybe I should get it. I can't.
I thought you weren't in the market for one.
Well, if
also, I don't even know if you can buy it because you're in the U.S., so you might not be able to.
It doesn't look like I can. They're not giving me a price, so.
Hot.
Hold on, C-specs. Give me come on. Give me a price here. Come on. Come on. I'm trying to buy your product. Let me do it. No, they don't want to do it.
All right. Alrighty, I guess we'll go on to the next article. This one's pretty cool. Apparently, a modder made a way to mine Bitcoin on a Game Boy, but
Oh, gee.
very, very, very slowly. It's roughly
What's that?
125 trillion times slower than a dedicated mining machine.
Whew, that's good. What's
So,
the hash rate here?
Let's
Just
scroll
say
down.
100 terahashes per second.
So,
Wait, hold on.
no, it
No.
runs
Sorry.
at 0.8.
Sorry. That was the hashes of some of the faster cards.
Yeah, this is 0.8 hashes per second. And that other one was 100 terahashes, so that's
blazing
like
fast.
100, and that's a lot. It's a lot. Not gonna do math,
125 trillion times faster.
That's crazy.
I didn't have to do math. It's written in the article, Jake.
Well, no, I meant how many hashes per second it would be.
Oh, I don't know. Let's look at this. How much is a terahash compared to a single hash?
Well, it's tera is like a terabyte is
1,000, right? No, that's kilo. So tera is what? 100,000? Let's see. Tera. Ooh, hold on. 10 to the 12th. Okay.
That's a lot of hashes.
Hold on. I think that's the prefix for chemistry. Hold on. Tera compared to. I love how Google can interpret all my like terrible wording and dumb questions and still spit me out like a decent answer. I just wrote what is tera compared to regular, and it's like actually giving me stuff that's like that's impressive.
Yeah.
All right, I give up on this. This is too much math for me at 9:30.
So anyway, it's really slow, and you should not do it.
It's slow. Don't get it. I mean, that you're not even gonna be able to make enough money to pay back that Raspberry Pi. Like,
yeah, that is true. Oh yeah, sorry, it's from a Raspberry Pi mod.
yeah, you need a Raspberry Pi in order to make this run. So it's not just like you can do it if you have an old Game Boy. Like you need to be prepared.
All right. Let's see. Where did it go? Hold on. Almost there. No. No, where is it? I knew Tim was gonna be very sad.
Oh, is it like the Dacia? You will not get this joke. Is it like the Dacia Sandero? For all my Top Gear UK fans out there, you'll get that.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I know you won't. I would explain it, but you won't care.
Ah, here it is.
The Dacia Sandero. Oh no!
Did you get it?
Anyway, huh?
Did you get the link?
Hold on. Did you send it to me?
In the Google Doc.
Is it the last one?
The one that my mouse is on.
I'm not looking at things. Oh, okay.
Apparently, Microsoft has shut down Cortana on iOS and Android. I know. You're all probably going to be furious. You can start a petition on change.org. But sadly...
How could they do this?
Sadly, you cannot. Yeah. For all that 2 people out there that use it.
You know what?
I'm so sorry.
I feel like we gotta respect people who are repping Cortana, the people who are using like Microsoft Edge. There's some special people out there, and we gotta protect them.
We need to get them some help.
They're
no Edge.
They're doing their own thing, you know. Like
no Edge.
No Edge.
No Edge for anyone. Edge should be banned from the US.
Hey, don't be mean to Edge. It's just trying to do its own thing.
All right. Wait? Nope. Almost there. Here we go. Let's talk about the Microsoft HoloLens.
Oh, okay.
Close. But,
almost.
Microsoft is supplying 120,000 HoloLenses, which are AR based headsets, to the U.S. Army. and this contract could be worth up to about $22 billion over 10 years, which really isn't that much. I guess it's a lot, but like
22 billion. That's a lot.
I
of
mean,
money.
I would have thought it would have been a bit more for the army, but maybe
That's
not.
well. So here's the thing: you got to think about how much money
Over 10 years is like a long time.
because the army is not just like they don't take their entire budget and are like, all right, this year instead of buying ammunition, we're gonna buy AR headsets.
No,
Like,
no. They're like, yeah, no. They're
They
like,
gotta
no
spread that
food,
money
We're not
out.
giving you guys food. We're gonna
Not
use
food.
AR.
Who needs
headset
it?
instead.
We're gonna give you 3 AR headsets every day. You get to munch on them.
Exactly. I heard those wires are pretty tasty.
It's all the. It gives you a lot of iron. It's good for the blood.
So
Get
yeah,
it?
so
'Cause,
that should
iron
be
is
pretty
important
cool.
for your blood, and like they're probably actually made out of like magnesium or aluminum or something, but probably magnesium. Most manufacturers move it to that now. What if they're made out of like carbon fiber or something? That'd be fun. Would you buy carbon fiber glasses?
Carbon fiber. They'd be really light.
They'd be super light. The
Did you see
lenses
that
would be the
video?
heaviest.
You see that video on Short Circuit?
Which what?
It was like the lightest gaming mouse ever. It didn't have a scroll wheel, and
I
the
did see
left
that.
and right click were made of carbon fiber, and the bottom was like a 3D printed like plastic piece,
That's
like a
great.
honeycomb, and then the
I-
thing.
You want to know
was
something
some,
strange?
like, company
I like
in
my
Naples.
mice heavy. I like them to have a little bit of heft to them. I like to have a little bit of weight because I'm not a palm grip person. I'm a claw, so I like being able to really get a grip on it.
Yeah, when Tim
Um,
uses his mouse, he's like,
No, I mean, so for those of you, I don't know if my mouse cable is long enough. It's not, but for those of you who don't know, there's basically 2 ways of holding a mouse. You can palm it, which is pretty self-explanatory. But the issue with this is you can't really pick it up well, or you can do what I do and sort of I call it a claw, where you really wrap these 2 fingers around and like grip it, sort of, and that's what I do. But palming is what most people do, and I don't get it. So for them, I guess being light would be an advantage. Did you see the company who made the April Fool's release?
yeah. That's what I was about to say. The helium one.
So there's a company who for April Fool's pretended they were doing a launch, and they showed this concept of this mouse that has honeycomb design, which is well known. Like that's something a lot of mouse manufacturers do to make them light nowadays. But they had the pockets filled with helium, and I was like, oh, it's lighter than air. Like it was pretty funny actually. Gave me a good kick. I like that.
Yeah. Apparently, Joe Biden plans to connect every American to broadband in a new infrastructure package. It sets aside $100 billion for the effort. Is that going to be enough? I think so.
It's a good start. It's a healthy start. Put it that way.
Yeah,
Um,
that's good.
okay. Yeah, I think it's important that people get broadband. You know, what would be great is if they were talking about a couple weeks ago updating the definition of broadband. Because right now it's like 300 megabit per second or 30 megabit
the
per
speed?
second or something. Yeah. Because they're talking about actually upgrading the definition term. So if he says, "Oh, everybody's going to get broadband," and then they upgrade the definition, it would be good because now theoretically everybody's going to get the higher speeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta say, there are people who don't need it and don't want it. I personally know people who don't have wireless and are very happy, and they don't. They don't want it. They don't want the hassle and the sort of, for them they see it as a hassle. So,
But then they can't see my YouTube videos. Why would
I
you
know
not
it's
wanna
terribly
do
sad,
that?
Jake.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, like, who wouldn't want to watch them? Which, if you're not subscribed already, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below.
You should start doing like the dumb like TikTok smash that subscribe button.
Smash them.
Beat the like button to a pulp.
Oh
curb
yeah, wait, wasn't
stomping.
isn't that Graham Stephan? He's
You get
like
more violent like over time. Until
I forget
eventually
what
you're
what Graham Stephan says. He's like beat the crap out of the like button or something. I forget what he says.
like-
He says something
That'd
every
be pretty
video.
funny.
Um, speaking of YouTubers, apparently YouTube stars the Stokes twins avoided jail after pleading guilty over a fake bank robbery pranks.
I know this. I saw a video that was like, yeah, they got charged with it. So basically they did this like prank video where they pretended to rob a bank, but it wasn't like in real life. Like it was like a fake prank video, I think. But
Like, was it a
then
not real bank or like?
I think it was like a fake bank. Like it
So
was
how
like
can you
all
get in
sketch
trouble for that,
comedy.
then? I saw that.
Oh
I don't
no,
understand.
no! I take it back. I remember what it was. They pretended to have just robbed a bank. Like they had like balaclavas and fake money, and they were in public and like pretended to have just robbed a bank. And were those two are questionable at best.
That's pretty
I put
funny.
them
I
on
kind of
par
watch that
with.
video.
They're on par with like early Jake Paul. You know, like they're that sort of like dumb vlog, like very surface level comedy.
They're not. Isn't there a band with that name? It's not them, is it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think they have a band.
Okay, because I think there is a band.
No,
called,
they
like,
hang
the
out
Stokes.
with. I'm very well versed in internet culture. They hang out with like, do you know Brent Rivera? He's probably the most famous of all that
No.
crew. Okay, then you won't know any of them. I think he was on Riverdale.
Didn't watch that show.
Yeah, okay. You're hopeless, Jake.
I am.
Um,
So apparently they got sentenced to 160 hours of community service and probation.
great. They could use both of those things. Hopefully that'll make them
But
figure out.
I'm just confused at what they
I
like.
think the
what-
idea was like they were I don't know. You look at what were they charged with?
Oh, it says pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor, false imprisonment, and reporting false emergencies in connection with a pair of now removed videos that they filmed in the fall of 2019. That's a while
Okay.
ago.
So it was they pretended to rob a bank, which obviously made people call the police, which obviously were misinformed calls and thus wasting police resources, which is a crime.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't do that. So, and they were obviously held liable for that, which they should be. And you know, community service probation, that's not going to hurt them. So, yeah, good, all fine.
Okay. Where was the one that I wanted to? Oh. Let's do this one. And
Are we going to talk about the new Intel launch?
Yes. I have two more links after this one, and then I think that'll wrap up the show. This one's really quick. Apparently, 2 Coinbase employees exchanged NFT rings with their wedding vows.
Oh, that's cute. I
So,
wonder how
like,
much those NFTs have you worth?
yeah, wait, I wonder how that works. So they, like, yeah, that's kind of cool.
That's kind of neat.
Go them.
I don't
Go
know.
them.
It's not my thing, but if that's what you like to do, do it.
All right,
NFTs are
let's do
whack,
this one,
dude.
and then we'll end with the Intel
With
one.
Intel. All right.
So apparently, YouTube is experimenting with hiding dislikes to protect creators' well-being.
Hold on.
So
I already
I
have a
read
question.
up on this. But go ahead.
Who are they hiding it from?
The people, like, public. So basically, what'll happen is
So
you'll be
they
able to.
will be able to see the dislikes.
So
right?
yes, so the creators, because it is helpful to a lot of creators.
Yeah.
Not me, because all my
100%.
videos are great.
It's
But,
everybody loves them.
Yeah, but for people who don't make all great videos, I don't know, Jake Paul, YouTube, YouTube.
No,
Rewind.
there are a lot of YouTubers.
Oh,
that
you
heard
know why
it.
they're doing this? They're doing this because they're upset that everyone disliked YouTube Rewind. So they're like, oh, we don't want people
That's
to see.
why they did it.
probably, Yeah.
Yeah. Did they didn't do a YouTube rewind this year, right?
They didn't. Mr. Beast, I think, ended up doing one or something. Or no, maybe
Oh,
it was
right,
Super
'cause I'm-
Saf. I think Super Saf did one, like a
I
tech
forget.
one. Anyway, so basically, it'll discourage dislike mobs from deliberately downvoting videos from creators and channels. This is what they said. So creators will be able to see it in their dashboard when they click on their videos, but the public won't be able to. It'll just be a dislike button, and then you will be able to see how many likes a video does have, though, which is good. And so they are testing it on some videos right now.
Okay.
If you go on the stream, Tim, are you able to dislike this?
Let me see. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it's good for some people, and I think it's going to be bad for others. And I think at the end of the day, it's sort of just going to be a wash. Let's see. You can Jake Wown. Wown. All right, let's see. Alrighty here. Hold on, I gotta mute this. Nope, I can see somebody has already disliked it.
What?
That's awesome.
Are you serious?
That's funny. Here, I'll toss you a like.
Oh, thank you, Tim. Let's see. Oh, yay. Now I got more viewers. And a like.
Oh, look at that. Now you have... Oh, that's so nice. All right.
So great.
Oh,
there is an image. You can look it up online to see if you want more info.
Just picture if the little number underneath the dislike button was gone. That's
just says that's
what
dislike.
it's got. Yeah.
All right. Oh,
All right.
real quickly. Apparently, a top Twitch
come
streamer has been live streaming for nearly 2 weeks straight.
Is this the guy who was like every 30
seconds or someone?
Yeah, like there's like a 30-second. No, he started streaming for a minute, but every time somebody like donates or every time somebody joins or something, he adds another 30 seconds to the clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy, he's cool. That's a smart idea.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad because I was going to break that world record for longest live stream this spring.
That's tough.
Whatever. I guess I'm not doing that.
You better just hope that your stupid Hackintosh computer doesn't bomb.
That's why I'd be using an online thing. Anyway, let's go up. Let's find the Intel link. I don't know where it is.
I found it. Don't worry. Intel's 11th gen Core i9 processors boost micro. Oh wait, hold on. Oh wait, that was something my. Am I looking at the wrong one, or is this the only one?
No, this is the only thing I.
All right, then I'm going to be going off on a tangent here because Intel.
I added this. I added this one for. I thought it was funny because the CPU is kind of garbage.
It is garbage. It's terrible.
I mean, it's not garbage. Like anyone would be happy to use it, but it's not like it's not good compared.
But even compared to the 10th gen, it's not worth the price tag.
Yeah, because it's the same. It's basically the same.
It is the same thing, except with less cores and a higher core clock, and also it's pre-binned. So,
wait, it has less cores?
Yeah, you didn't know that? The 9th gen, the Core i9 has 8 cores instead of the usual 10.
Oh, let's go! I'm so good.
Where have you been?
I have 10 cores.
Yeah, you have more cores than this thing.
Yeah,
but
anyone that has an 11th gen 9,
11th gen
higher. 11th gen i9, joke's on you. I have more cores than you.
So something I thought that was really funny was in most recent benchmarks, Ryzen has actually outperformed Intel chips in CSGO, which at first you might say, whatever, dude, that doesn't whatever, it's CS. Both CPUs are pushing 400 frames a second. That's funny because CSGO has historically been very much in favor of Intel. It's something about the single-threaded performance that they bring. CSGO just thrives off of that. So historically, no matter how competitive the CPUs are overall, it always favored Intel. But now AMD has surpassed them, so it's pretty funny. Yeah, it's terrible. It's don't buy it. Buy Ryzen, even though they're not in stock. It's still worth it.
Yeah,
it's trash. It's trash. So the one thing I'll say is Intel recently got a new CEO. This product launch was already happening before the CEO. So one of the criticisms Intel has had is that their former CEO was very much a businessman. He looked at the business side of things, and their new CEO historically has been an engineer. And so theoretically, he would prioritize product innovation, even if it's not necessary from a business standpoint, which is something Intel has been heavily criticized, rightfully so.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, wait 1 second. Can you hold on? Okay, there we go.
What?
I just need to play the animation.
Oh, yeah. So this product launch was happening before this new CEO is, taken over. So hopefully, he'll be able to get his company under control, um, so that they
Yeah, this
can
new guy
get
seems
a
better.
get a coherent product launch with something that is worth the money or marked down in price. Um, yeah.
Yep. Well, if you enjoyed this video, this live stream, make sure to smash that like button so that way we will move it to the YouTube algorithm. So yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this and want to see some behind the scenes content and other stuff, make sure to drop a like as well as hit that subscribe button. Remember, it's free, but if you do want to give me money, you can hit that blue join button as well, so that way you can help support the channel so I can make some better videos. Hopefully DSPC Part 4 coming soon. I know, I need to get around to making the video. I know that people want it, so hopefully it'll be coming soon. If you have not already, yeah, I said follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at the TechProfJB, and if you want, you can check out our forum at thetechprofessor.net. And if you want to, I mean, I guess you could follow Tim. His is
You could.
his is down.
You don't have to.
down there, over there.
Nice job. Great,
Thank
great
you.
pointing.
Thank you. Yeah, there you go.
It's that one right there.
And stay tuned for upcoming videos and next Talkin' Tech. And that is Tim, and I'm Jake, the Tech Professor, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.